Hello, everyone. I want to thank you for joining us for our sneak peek group this week. And before we officially get started tomorrow, I wanted to go over 7 points that you should consider before becoming a Beachbody coach, because it may be for some, but may not be for others. So my first point is this is not a get-rich-quick thing. Don't go into this thinking that you'll immediately sign up and all of a sudden you'll sign up a bunch of coaches under you for your team and customers will come flocking. It actually does not work that way. It takes time. Don't go into it thinking that you're going to make a ton of money, $1 million in your first year. Even some of the top coaches didn't make that their first year. So it definitely is something that takes patience and it takes time to build relationships. Because when you're working with customers, you really have to interact with them and consider them and give them time to consider what they need and what they're ready for. And building trust in a relationship like that takes time and you can't rush it. It clicked with me after the first couple months of working with customers. When you're dealing with fitness and nutrition, you really have to be patient because we're not selling a purse or a pair of shoes that will give them immediate gratification. We're selling them something that will definitely make their lives better if they apply themselves and they fit fitness into their schedule. But some people don't even trust themselves to do it. And they have to work with you and gain your trust to know that they'll be supported before they'll even invest in their own fitness. So it's all a matter of trusting and getting to know your customer as a friend and building relationships. So in the beginning, coaches can make a decent side income if they're working consistently and building relationships. And they're in it and doing challenge groups and supporting others. So maybe in the first few months, some coaches make $100, $200, maybe $300, could be up to $400 in the month. Again, it depends on how much time that they put into their business. But over time, it grows as you start building your own team of coaches. And that's where the part that I love the most is working with my own team of coaches and supporting them. For example, Mindy Wender, one of my favorite coaches, she used to make $18,000 a year as an office manager. And she's been a coach for about 5 years now. So she now makes more in a week than she did in a year as her office manager job. So I think she makes over $20,000 in a week. But that doesn't happen overnight, and that happened with a lot of work and consistency. So number 2 is you will be an independent Team Beachbody coach. If you decide to sign up as a coach, you're going to be the CEO of your own business. And you have to think about it that way. You're not going to be micromanaged by someone to tell you when to work, what to do every minute of the day. It's actually something that you are going to create for yourself and put your faith behind and create a brand that reflects you. So you have to consider that. Some people may like the structure of being micromanaged and knowing what to do specifically and may not be able to work independently. But if you're like me and love the idea of having freedom to work around your family schedule and apply yourself to build something of your own while helping others, then this might be for you. Number 3, you must treat this like a business. Now, of course, if you're signing up for just the discount, this may not apply to you, but if you're signing up as a coach to build the business, maybe get a little side income in the beginning and hopefully grow more, you have to treat it like a business if you expect it to grow to the size of the business that you want it to be. You have to have the mindset that it's going to take time. Put the time and effort in, and when you can, have some uninterrupted time to work on it. I honestly still do my business in a lot of spurts because my kids are usually mostly with me, unless I'm chauffeuring them around to classes. But and so it can be done, but I get so much more done when I can set aside, an hour here, or maybe on the weekend I get a whole lot more done to build it. And generally, remember that this business usually has a 30 to 90 day delay. So when you start working with somebody, they may not want to get something and work with you or even consider coaching on your team until between 30 and 90 days out. And that's typically the rate that people need to build trust in you. Number 4, you have to lead by example. So we have 3 vital behaviors in the business. The first is to be the product of the product. Even though you might also do other activities, maybe you already attend fitness classes at a gym or play sports, that's fine. But as a coach, you really should be using some of the programs and sharing how they've helped you in your fitness journey, sharing if Shakeology has helped you feel better and how it's helped you. You can't expect to help others with their fitness journey and encourage them to use products that you're not using yourself. So you have to consider that. You don't have to be at your goal fitness level. I am certainly not. I'm still definitely a work in progress, but I guarantee that because I'm a coach, that's what has helped me to stick with this, because I am leading others to stick with nutrition and a healthy lifestyle. So it really keeps me on my toes. The second of the 3 vital behaviors that I was referring to is inviting others to your challenge groups. It's good to have consistent challenge groups that you can use to maintain relationships and support your customers, whether they buy anything or not. You're just showing them that you are a support system for them when they need you. And a challenge group is very easy to do. You'll be surprised at how much help you get with that. You can team up with me or your upline or another coach to do it, and it's very easy to do. The third is personal development. So if you are out there to help other people, it's very important that you maintain a positive mindset. And by doing that every day, we are encouraged to read positive, uplifting books to feed our mind, and it'll keep you strong and positive. Number 5, just be yourself. You're not out to duplicate exactly what another coach is doing in his or her business. You really have to be yourself and use your own style. And what will happen is you'll attract people like you. So when you're sharing your fitness journey, you can also share about a hobby that you enjoy doing, or maybe you're into crafting, or maybe you're to cooking and you want to share recipes. So just be yourself, and that's the fastest way that people will start trusting you, because you're sharing of yourself. And then you just weave fitness into what you're sharing. So number 6, you have to know your why. Why do you want your business to work? Why do you want to succeed? We all want to help people, but is there something bigger behind that? Some people want an extra income to help pay off some loans. Some people want a little extra money to save for a vacation. Do you want to have a positive atmosphere to work in? Do you want to stay home with your children? That's a big one for me. I want to be able to have an income, but work around my family schedule because they are my priority. And the coaches who are successful at this business remember their why when the going gets rough. And that keeps them going and building their business. And then as they're consistent, it works. The last one is number 7. Remember that this is something that takes time. But it's one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do. Coaches obviously cannot replace their current income if they're working right away. But even the top coach, Janelle Summers, she continued working full-time as an HR manager for 2 years before she decided that she was going to do this full-time. And at that point, she was earning twice as much from Beachbody than she was as an HR manager. So she knew it was safe to quit her job. So it can be done. Or, it depends on your goals for your business. Maybe you're sick of a 9-to-5 job. I had the blessing of a 9-to-5 job for years, and I loved it, and it was rewarding in many, many ways, but I was drained at the end of the day. And if I had an opportunity to work from home, earn an income, work around my family schedule, I was going to do it. And while taking better care of myself. So that's, in a nutshell, that is why I'm passionate about this business. But if you want to feel like you're part of something bigger, this might be for you. I can't tell you how rewarding it is when you're working with customers and friends, of course, to have somebody tell you, because of your group, I took a walk today. Because of your group, I planned better meals for this week. Because of you, I didn't drink soda this month. And it's one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. So that is why I'm passionate about sharing this opportunity with you. And at any point, if you have specific questions this week, please don't hesitate to ask me or your upline coach who invited you to the group. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you online.